All right, welcome back to the channel. Thank you new subscribers. Thank you hopefully current subscribers. So on today's episode of Cemetery Rescue, I'm gonna try to put in as much work as I can to the easement I've created for myself, getting in and out of the cemetery. Now, I have put in a massive amount of work to this easement to come in and out. The relatives of the families of the people that are buried here coming in and out, newspaper reporters, etc. It's very windy today. It's perfect cemetery weather today. Right now it's in the low 70s. We got a cloudy overcast and I absolutely love it. So right here, all of this, you could not even get into this cemetery. So if you guys haven't seen my previous episodes, go check them out. You can see what I had to start with on my very first episode of Cemetery Rescue. The last couple of days I cleaned all of this out. Now I do have my burn permit to start working on this bigger. They don't want me burning little brush. It's fine, it is what it is, but I'm trying to clear out as much of this brush as I can. Now today we're going to be working on this part of the easement so I can get to the north end of the cemetery. So picture this, and now look at it. So I have headstones back here that I'm going to need access to. Oh great, there's sumac growing in here. Well, I ain't touching that. So I don't know if you can see, but I have headstones in there. But in the state of Michigan, you must have a legal, accessible easement for ancestors, cemetery workers such as myself, first responders, especially first responders, because I'm in here by myself 95% of the time. On days where I have my fire going, I'll usually have a volunteer here just watching the fire for me so I can work. But today we are not having a fire. Today we are just going to be creating more brush. And this right here is a sumac plant, which I am terrified of. If you guys saw about this time last year, I posted a video of me getting poison sumac, and it was not fun. Now I don't take any chances when it comes to this crap, so you might put a pause on it once I get to this point, if I get to this point today. But yeah, when I come out here, I don't look at the whole picture. I just worry about 10 feet at a time. I clear out 10 feet of space and move on. 10 more feet of space, and the next thing you know, by the end of the day, I cleared out damn near 20 yards of overgrowth on the easement. But that creates more brush that I'm gonna have to get rid of. But let me show you what I'm working with on the north end of the cemetery so I can get to those headstones. You'll see on previous videos, tons of work I did on the south end. The north end, a relative of the deceased here comes and has her landscaper kind of take care of this area, which she's legally allowed to do by the state of Michigan, which it kind of helps me out anyways too. So I got headstones all in this area that once I get the easement done, we can get in here and start doing the landscaping on the inside. So I got room to bring equipment in and out. You really can't see it, but I got 2 or 3 headstones in there. I got 3 headstones over here in this area, and those are the ones that are just visible. We haven't even started probing this area yet for more headstones. We believe that the north end is going to have more headstones than the south end, because the main entrance used to be over here. Hey, there's some mushrooms growing on a tree over there. We're gonna go take a peek what kind they are. If they're oysters, they're coming home with me. Oh, oh, are they? Ow. They're oysters. Oh, oysters are coming home with me tonight. That's my dad calling. I'll call him back in a minute after my intro. Oh, yeah. Look at those babies. Nope, those are pheasant backs. Darn. Oh, you can still eat pheasant backs, but I was really hoping they were golden oysters. Shoot. Yeah, this is another area that might be saved for next year. Yeah, folks, the next few episodes is mostly going to be landscaping and headstone hunting. So alright, I'm gonna put down the camera and get to work. This has already been a long enough intro. You guys didn't come here to see that. You came here to see some projects getting done. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, if you're all wondering what I do with like the big logs, well, right now I got a little pile going, when my pile gets big enough, I usually throw it in the back of my truck, haul it to the end of the easement on the main road, and then put a sign up, free wood, and it's usually gone overnight. So that's probably gonna have to happen soon. This is my little fire pit. So I'll dig about about solid 2 feet down, put a nice big dirt ring around it, and I can only burn certain stuff. I can't burn everything. My permit only allows like bigger, chunkier stuff like that and a couple of logs, but I'm trying not to create a bunch of brush piles, but the landscaping needs to get done, and I'm only allowed to have a 3x3 pit, so I really can't burn as much as I like to at a time. Believe me, if this was out in the middle of a farm field, just light a frickin' match and let it go. But that's what I gotta deal with, so it is what it is. Now if I get really desperate, it costs about $150 a day to rent a wood mulcher, you know, wood chipper, and that might have to happen by the end of the summer, so we'll see. All right, now I'm gonna clean up this little section even more, and then hopefully we can move on to that section. Right now I already spent about an hour and a half just on a little 10x10 area, and you know, it takes what it takes, but all right, let's get back to it. I am creating a lot of brush. I'm trying not to do that, but sometimes you just get into a roll and you can't help it. So what I need to do is clean up what I already clipped out, start another brush pile, and then just get to digging trees out with the shovel, and we're gonna go from there, because I could spend all day just creating mountains and mountains of brush and not have anywhere to put it, and where I do put it, it doesn't look so good. We're trying to make this place look better, but yep, one thing at a time. I'm just gonna clean up what I got and go from there. See what I mean? I created all that in about 2.5 hours. Only takes 2 hours to create a brush pile, and it takes about 2 months to get rid of it. Wood chipper. See how I did that right there? That's what I'm going to be doing for the next 4 hours. So you get the picture. I'll take a break from filming for a while and just concentrate on work. Maybe we'll get to all this too today. We'll see. I just want to make my little 10 square foot area look nice. Okay, as you can see here, I'm ready for a break from landscaping for the day. To properly dispose of these trees, you gotta dig them up by the roots or they're just gonna keep coming back. So I cleared out a lot behind me as well too, so you can easily just walk through there to the other headstones, but I think I just want to clean this up and we might go do a little headstone hunting while we're here. Why not? I'm not ready to leave the cemetery yet, but I want to be productive. But I spent about 4 hours on landscaping already, and we got some done. We got some done, but I want to go find some more headstones. So let's go do that. Hey, I also made 30 cents too. So here we are back at the south end of the cemetery. This is the last large headstone I found, if you guys watched my previous episode. Now I want to find his base or where his tablet broke off at. I'm gonna assume it's about right here, so that way I know what I'm getting myself into when I come back to reset the headstone. And if you guys saw my last video, I prodded all over the place for other headstones, but I don't give up easy, so we're going to try one more time in this area before we move on to the midsection of the cemetery. Yep, I'm hitting something solid. Alright, we got a lot of digging to do. This is the top right here. I can see where the slot is. This stone is so freaking large. I don't know how it didn't break in half first before I tumbled the rest of the way. So when I reset this headstone, I'm probably going to bury it up to about here. So that way it's got a good foot under the ground, a lot more solid structure. Yeah, let's keep going. Okay, so I made it down to the bottom of the basin to the other side, and just judging on how big this base is, when I come back here to reset the stone, yeah, we're bringing Frankenstein out. So Frankenstein's gonna help me pull it out, and then I'm gonna dig a deeper hole. We need to chip away all that old stone out of the slot, and Frankenstein is gonna help me set the stone into that slot. We're gonna mortar it in. We're gonna put lots of bracing on her, and then yeah, it's gonna be a project that's probably gonna take about 2 to 3 hours to complete. But all right, let's go try to find some more headstones. Nope, just roots and cobble. On to the next. I'll let you guys know when I find something. Well, there you have it. I just spent another hour looking for headstones. I didn't find any more, but still got a couple hours left. I think I'm just gonna get to do some more weed whipping. I do have a reporter coming over here on Monday, so I kind of want to make the, do a little more weed whipping, make the place look a little more presentable. She was here about 2 months ago doing a report, and she wanted an update. Well, we did get a lot of work done since then, so it'll be a nice little update. But until then, I thank you pre-existing subscribers, and I hope if you are a newcomer to my channel, you tickle that subscribe button, and it keeps me going. Alright, see you later.